Back again, again. Guess who's back again, again. Greetings. Compliments of the new season, and welcome to Her Majesty blog, where we bring together the world of pageants with the sole aim of revolutionizing the standards of beauty and creating social development through women empowerment. My name is Demo, and I will be your host with the most for tonight. On this particular series called It Is Within Her, which also happens to be our slogan, we take a journey to find out what it's like to be pioneering women in the pageant industry. We interview the founders, the queens, the directors, everyone who is behind the scenes to find out really what it takes to do such phenomenal work in the pageant industry. If you're watching us for the first time, do stay tuned and do follow us across all our social media platforms. I am so excited. Our guest just sent me a request to join the live. So tonight I have the gorgeous, guys, you're gonna see her. She is so beautiful. She is Mini Miss Teen SA 2022 and Mini Miss Teen SA, wait, let me say that again. She's Mini Miss Teen Globe SA 2022 and Mini Miss Teen SA 2022 Second Princess. Her name is Samkelisiwe Xulu, and I'm about to... It says she isn't able to join. I wonder what's wrong. Accept, go live. Yes.
Hi.
Hi, gorgeous. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
I'm well, thank you. I was just saying, like, I'm interviewing such a gorgeous somebody. Like, hello, they need to just see how beautiful you are. How are you doing on this Thursday evening?
It's very hot, but I'm really excited.
Right? It seems like this heat wave isn't going anywhere.
And it's not going away. It's staying. It's here to stay.
Goodness me. Oh my gosh. But welcome to our platform. We are so excited to have you here. And you know what? We're going to start things off easy, start things off light. You know, I'm going to ask you about 5 questions, right? Just an icebreaker. I want you to tell me what comes to mind when I mention the following items, the following names, basically.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Let me start. Sozibini Tunzi.
Zozibini Tunzi is like such an inspiration. And fun fact, she actually is like one of my favorite icons. Like, it's so crazy how she went from being a semi-finalist in 2016 to becoming Miss Teen Universe in 2019. Like, it's crazy how much determination she has. And like, she never gave up on her dream until she achieved what she wanted.
Yeah. That is so powerful. So I'm gonna make it even a bit trickier. Ne? Now I want you to mention one word. Ne? When I mention these concepts. Aww, _TY saying that's my friend. So sweet. So yeah, mention one word now for the rest of these words that I'm about to throw at you. High heels.
I wear high heels with everything, with jeans, with the dress, with shorts. High heels are my
You are cheating. I said one word. You're cheating. One word that comes to mind when I say this word. So nothing high heels. I don't know. Think of a word that comes to mind.
I'd say my go-to. Like, can't find a word for it. Like,
let's say go-to. I mean, I'm sure we can make it one word.
Maybe one word.
Go-to. A stage.
Sorry?
A stage.
Stage. All like, okay. I'd say
anything at all.
Lights.
Ooh.
Wait,
Mrs. South Africa.
I have a better one.
Okay, wait. Camera. Nice one. Mrs. South Africa.
Alira.
Ooh, yeah. Love that. Pageant week.
Sisterhood.
Ah, that is so beautiful. But you know, and that was just our icebreaker for you, and you know, so you can get comfortable and
Yeah.
into the zone as we're about to get into the interview. But without wasting any time, let's get straight into it. For those who do not know, who is Samkelisiwe Xulu? Where does she come from? What does she
Um,
do? Give us a brief bio about your gorgeous self.
so Samkelisiwe Xulu is a volunteer ambassador and for Move Africa and the Red Movement, and she is a young girl who loves to empower other young girls to become more passionate about what they do and to like never give up. Samkelisiwe Xulu is a compassionate young girl who wishes best for her friends and her family. Samkelisiwe Xulu was born and raised in KwaZulu-Natal, but recently relocated to Gauteng. And she
Right.
aspires to become to study psychology and while juggling the modeling career.
Okay. I'm seeing a comment from Sasha Ngobese saying, "You've got this, my love." Oh my goodness. I feel like you have the best support system ever because all your
I
girls and all your friends
do.
are just out here watching and sending you and showing you so, so much love. Ah, so beautiful to see. So, how would you describe your character?
I really say I'm a people's person, hey? Because I love meeting new people and getting to know more about them and their backgrounds. And I feel like I can always find common ground with strangers. And I love making people feel comfortable in my presence.
Wow, that is so lovely. So, you're very warm and,
Yeah,
you know, cool
welcoming.
person.
Mm.
All right. If you would be a secret superhero, who would you be and why?
Um, I would say Catwoman. She's just so
Mm.
poised and she's elegant, but she also fights for what's right. And I'd say she's more me as a superhero.
Okay, that is so
Yeah.
amazing. So for this one, you know what? Can I just say to everybody, guys? So we received some Gilisiwe's bio, right? And girl, she is doing so many amazing things, guys, just from reading her bio. So for this one, I'm gonna force her and put her on the spot to just mention one advocacy in which she stands for in life.
Okay, so I advocate in teenagers' mental health, and especially in this generation, teenagers' mental health isn't taken as seriously as it should be. Like when teenagers need you to listen, they get lectured instead of being listened to, and that causes a lot of them to keep to themselves, and that's what causes them to bottle things up. And that then, as being a teenager mental health advocate, it allows me to give a voice to the voiceless.
Okay, wow. And what really inspired you to go that direction? Were you seeing how it's really affecting your peers, or what
Yes,
really stood out for you and said that, yeah, you know what, teenage mental health is actually a
mm,
thing?
a lot of kids around my age, from the age of 12 to 17, it starts from the age of 12 and it can start even younger, where kids don't get they get ignored. Like if they were to go up to their parents and say, I'm going through this, they would just say, no, it's just a stage. And I believe that is not right. That's what causes a lot of teens like to be suicidal. That's the reason why we have many suicidal teens and teens who have who have killed themselves because of these type of things.
Right. Okay, that's so powerful. And, you know, getting into your pageant journey, right? You mentioned that your journey really just began from watching videos of your favorite icons.
All right.
And just want to ask you, who are these icons and why them?
So Miss Josie Tunzi is forever my inspirational icon. Like from day one, she will like forever be my favorite icon. It just amazed me how she went from in 2016 how she went from being a semi-finalist to being crowned our Miss Universe. Like, it's just so crazy because she had so much determination, and she never gave up on the dream she had. Like, she had one dream and she set her goal straight and she never gave up on it. She never gave up, because most people would be like, if you are eliminated from a certain round, you wouldn't go back. But because she had so much determination and she had a goal that she had to get to, and she eventually achieved the goal that she wanted.
Oh wow. So is she your only icon?
Yeah, like she's like my only icon that I have right now.
Love that. But on to the reason why you are here with us. You are currently Miss Teen Globe South Africa 2022. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
How has this changed your life?
It has changed my life so much. Like, I truly got to understand that it isn't only about the heavy crown and the sash and the makeup and the dress. It really gives me an opportunity to give my community a voice, and it, like, with my success, I get to help out those who are in need, especially those who are looked down upon.
Oh wow. And was this your first year competing in pageants?
Yes, I started pageants this year in 2020. No, last year, 2022, actually.
Last year, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's quite interesting. And I mean, coming second princess for one and being the queen for the next, I'm sure that solidified your, purpose in pageantry.
Very much.
Oh, wow. That is so gorgeous. How old are you, by the way? Did you mention in the beginning?
Yes, I did. I'm 15 years old.
Oh, wow. So you still have a long journey ahead of you,
yes.
And we can still be watching out for you in Majesty in a couple of years to come.
Yes.
Wow. And there is hearts from Z sending love from TMC and KZN. You have so many people showing you love. I'm seeing all the love icons as well, just going crazy. And I love this for you. But yeah, you're the ambassador and volunteer for Move Africa and the Red Movement. Please tell us more about the organization and some of the activities lined up for the year 2023.
Okay, so before I begin to tell you about the organization, young girls as young as 8 begin their periods, and they especially if I put myself in the shoes of a young girl who comes from a lower income household, she cannot afford her sanitary pads, and I don't understand why our government is failing us to provide sanitary pads in clinics and hospitals the same way they do with condoms in clinics. And our government needs to do better in that and needs to provide sanitary pads, because kids are missing school because they cannot provide their own sanitary pads, so they have to stay home and stuff tissues. And as a young girl, putting myself in their shoes, it's very sad. And Move Africa is it's an organization that is working on eradicating period poverty by providing young girls from lower income households with menstrual cups, and there are menstrual health workshops across Durban.
Okay. So what are some of the activities lined up for this year? Is there going to be like workshops? Is there going to be like,
there's
drives in the
basically
communities?
So what we basically do, we go to different schools and we basically talk about the how you use the menstrual cups, and we talk about how important it is to help young girls with these issues.
Okay, that is wonderful. So do you go there on a quarterly basis? Do you go there every month, or you still gonna do the year plan?
They used to They used to call me in whenever I needed to talk, but because I have relocated to Gauteng, it's kind of a more difficult issue to go through.
All right. Well, on to good and great news. You are set to represent South Africa in Turkey this year at the Miss Teen Globe South Africa. What's the one thing that makes you proud to be South African?
So one thing that makes me proud to be South African are amazing leaders, such as former President Nelson Mandela and Helen Suzman, and the list just goes on and on. Like, they left such a great mark on South Africa, and they showed an example of how our leaders are supposed to be, how they're meant to be.
Okay. So what would you want people to take about Africa, like, you know, what, at the finale?
I'd like to show them that, like, we're like a diverse country, because a lot of people, like a lot of countries, they speak like one or two languages. They stuck to like that language. And like South Africa is like a rainbow nation, as it says. Like, we have 11 official languages, and that is just crazy, because you'd go to Gauteng and you'd expect only people to speak Sepedi or Sotho, but you'd find people speaking Zulu, speaking Afrikaans, and like these different languages.
Oh, so powerful. So this being your second year of pageantry, what would you like to achieve specifically regarding pageants this year?
So I'd like to achieve the leadership position, actually. Like, as I said before, it isn't about the crown and the sash and the walk. It's more to that. Like, leadership has a very large role in pageantry, and with that, you can, like, you have a voice, and you can use that voice to help out in the community with those in need. Like I said previously, the sanitary pad issue and the menstrual cups and the teenagers' mental health issues. Like, it's all of those issues that are so important in South Africa that need to be sorted out. And with me having that title, I feel so empowered to empower young girls to do the same. Like, it isn't easy. It wasn't easy for me to get here, but I eventually did get here, and I'm so honored that I have a voice to speak up for those who don't have a voice to speak up for themselves.
All right. So Unke has an assignment for you when you go to Turkey. He said you must say hi to them in all 11 official languages.
Okay.
I'm sure you can sit on stage and be like, Sanbonang, Dumelang, More, Da, and just kill them with all 11 official languages. And I'm sure you're excited with all the preparations and yeah, man, how do you feel like your very first, you know how your very first pageant is normally like one that is kind of, you know, people go for safe pageants, and you, in your case, first pageant already going internationally, I'm sure it means quite a lot to you.
Because in May 2022 of May, I entered like a local pageant, because like my friend was entering and she's like, let's do this together. And I was like, I'm not really into that pageantry stuff. Like, I'm more of like, I'm not a tomboy, but I'm just in the middle. Like, I don't really, yeah. So I entered the pageant and I got like all glitz and glammed, and I won. I didn't win for the first pageant, and I was very bummed and sad that I didn't win. But then my sisters and my mom, and they all were like, no, you should do this that you should do this again, because like it's your thing. And a person, actually a lady, came up to me saying that she wanted to sponsor me. She wanted me to become an ambassador for one of her companies. And she's like, you know, you have potential, and I can see the potential in you. You just need the support and the work. And after that, I practiced for months, and a month later, I saw an ad on Instagram. And I was going through Instagram, and I was like, oh, so they had this Miss Teenager SA ad, and I pressed on it, and I entered, and like we did all the registrations and everything, and I got in. And I was really, really nervous because I didn't have a coach. I like, for that 4 months of preparation, I didn't have a coach at all. I was self-coached. I learned from YouTube, and it was just a very long journey. But eventually, when I got there to the venue in Pretoria, I was so nervous because everyone was with their coaches, and they were like, yeah, speaking with their coaches, and they were practicing. And I was like to my mom, my sisters, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I feel so overpowered because all these people have coaches, and like I was learning off YouTube. But if this goes wrong? And they're like, no, believe in yourself because you can do this. And they had so much I had so much support. Like, I had such a big support system, like my Instagram followers, my family, my friends, my mom, as for most, because she's literally went through everything to get me to this point. And then I was waiting for the results, and the waiting was so nerve-wracking. Like, I was dying. And when I heard my name, I froze because I didn't actually believe that it was me. They were like,
Yeah.
and our Miss Teen Globe is, and I was like so happy. I got up to stage and I walked and I got my titles and my certificates, and then I knew that I'd be representing our country. And for most, I was like, now I have the opportunity to speak up for those in need. And mental health, as like me, I had friends who didn't have the right mental health, and made me think that it's a very spoken down issue. Like, not a lot of people speak about it. Like, it's always it's always like like in the government and the period issue.
Yes.
It's just some things that aren't spoken about enough in this country.
Oh, wow, that is so powerful. And you know what? I think family and support is everything. And that now that you have learned and saw the importance of having a mentor, a pageant coach, then look, you are set for the upcoming pageants. And oh goodness, there's a friend of yours, I think it's one of your friends. Like, I'm just seeing all these crying emojis going. Yeah, you're clearly touching, taking so many lives as we are speaking through this live. But we on to see, it's your friend. I
love her so much.
Underscore TY. She says, I'm crying, bruh. This is so sweet. Family, friends, support is everything. And now I'm down to our final question here on Her Majesty, which also happens to be our signature question. And that is, what does beauty mean to you?
What beauty means to me, is how you treat others. Like, it's about your grace and your compassion and your kindness, and that translates to how you treat others. It's not only about what's on your inside or what's on the outside. And as a child of God, I believe that we are all fearfully and wonderfully made, and that is what beauty means to me.
All right. I was trying to do something special for you, but now I'm seeing that I can't be. We don't normally do this, but like, we've got 2 requests for questions in our request box, but I can't see them.
I can see them. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. If you can see them, answer them for me quickly, and let's see.
The first question says, where will you be representing South Africa? And I will be representing South Africa in Budrum, Turkey in May, from the 10th of May to the 20th. And we are actually looking for sponsors to raise 150,000. And that is not going to be easy, but we're going to get there. And I'm going to represent South Africa in Turkey, and I'm going to make my country really proud. And the second question says, where did you apply to compete in the pageants? So I applied on Pageants SA, which is a website, and it just has different pageants as like Miss Teen Universe, Miss Teen South Africa, and within Miss Teen South Africa, you have the Miss Teen Globe and Miss Teen World. So yeah, if you win the top 3, I think you get 2 titles. Yes.
All right. That's great. Thank you so much for answering those 2 questions for us, and thank you so much for being part of our platform.
It was so great.
You've been an amazing guest, and I'm wishing you a pleasant evening further. All the best with the year of rain, and all the best with, flying internationally, representing us. Keep us in the loop, keep us updated. Send us your
of course.
Look, we love to see young women doing amazing things in pageantry.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. It was so amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
There you have it. An amazing guest for an amazing show. For the first show of the year. Her name is Samkelisiwe Xulu, and she is Miss Teen SA Globe 2022 and Miss Teen SA 2022. Sure_TY. I wish you were my friend. Like, you're so sweet. Like, keep up that support for your friend. Love the way you've been showing her love throughout this episode. But now we are down to our announcements, and our first announcement is that voting lines have been extended to tomorrow. As you know by now, we have been nominated for Mr. and Miss Municipalities Award under our It Is Within Her campaign. So do vote for us, do show us some love. And if you don't know where to vote for us, go onto our profile. It is pinned there somewhere. All the details you need to know about voting are right there. So please, please, please vote for us and let us win an award again this year, guys, shall we? Let's bring it home. I feel like we've got all that it takes to bring this award home. And the awards will be placed this coming Saturday. So yeah, let's do this. Then this year, I hope you are all listening quite carefully for this one. So this year, guys, right? Remember that we have the Her Majesty Award, right? So this year, you get to vote every single month for your favorite episode. We are bringing the power into your hands now, so that now, come the end of the year, it's not like we choose who won the Her Majesty Award, or we are being favoritism second place. We're just giving the power into your hands now. So what happens is that you guys are going to be voting. There's going to be a poll, right, where you get to vote for your favorite episode of the month. And we will announce the episode of the month, and every single month we will announce it. And at the end of the year, we will see which person got the most voted for episode, right? And that will be the one that wins. Understandable? Get it? Get it? We'll keep on announcing every single episode, and I think especially towards month aims that you vote for your favorite episode of the month. And then lastly, if you know anyone who's in the pageant service provider industry, right, you are more than welcome to tell them to please send us an email so we can work on a collaboration, or they can simply WhatsApp us, and our number is 073 177 4. Wait, let me repeat that. 073 117 7477. I'll repeat it again. It's 073 117 7477. That is all from me. Thank you for watching, and remember to follow us on all our social media platforms. We are Her Majesty Organization, and it was great having you here for our very first episode. My name is Temo, and from me and the team, it is good night and God bless.